Hey guys, Bhavish this side from Growth Magnet Studio, and I'm back with another exciting video. So this video is for someone who is just starting out in solar industry like I am doing. So I recently sold my fourth sale here from India, like selling virtually. So I'm learning stuff, and that's why I just wanted to share a few tips from you for you guys. So that's why I'm just shooting this video and recording this video for you. So if you're someone who is just starting out, then I have listed down like few things which you can take care of before you sell your first solar sale, before you close your first deal, right? So here's that doc which I've created for you. So without wasting any more time, let's get straight to the point. So guys, the first thing is you have to do your research, right? I know this is very cliche stuff, but yeah, I will be listing down here, because you have to do the research in terms of state. Which state are you going to exactly sell in? If I tell you about myself, so as of now, like, I cannot disclose which state I'm selling in. But before I decided to sell solar, I literally like took around a week to like research all the states where I can sell solar, in terms of like how what's the install time there, the saturation, what's the competition, like how soon can I get paid, and how much do I have to wait to get that commissions in my bank account, right? And in which state the commissions are much higher. For example, if we talk about New Jersey, that state has like much more higher in commission in comparison to any other state, in my experience, what I have experienced with my clients as well as myself, right? So you have to do the research in terms of state. So which state you have to sell in, whether like you sell virtually or whether you sell in home, whatsoever you prefer, right? So you have to like look for fast install times, less saturation, because you don't want to sell in a state where the door is getting knocked in like every 5 minutes, right? You don't want to sell in a state something like that. Like for example, California, Arizona, Las Vegas, Nevada, these states are very saturated. But I'm not saying like there's no opportunity to sell there. Absolutely, you can sell there if you have good references, connections. But if you're just starting out, it might be difficult for you to sell in saturated states. That's my point. So look for like unsaturated and less competitive states, and look for state which can get you paid like as like after 2 or 3 weeks maybe, and after that, like, look for states which can pay you more in terms of commission. So I have personally worked with clients from different solar companies. Like on a 10 kilowatt system, they get paid around 3 grand after giving all the percentages to the company, like distributing all the stuff to royalties and everything. They are like left with either 3 to 4 grand, right? And still I have worked with some clients who get like paid around 6 to 8 grand on a 10 kilowatt system, right? So I would personally prefer working with a company who can pay me 6 to 8 grand on a 10 kilowatt system. And so you will, right? So that's why look for a state which can just be awesome, which can be perfect for you in terms of like less saturated, less competitive, fast installs, and you can get paid faster with higher commissions. So that's my first point, and which I personally noticed before I started selling solar, right? So guys, second is let me so here's another one, guys. uh yeah. So now you have decided the state. The next step for you is finding a good installer. So guys, like, I have seen many posts in different solar groups, like finding an installer is the like most difficult job, because there's a lot of like conflictions going on between the solar reps, solar companies, as well as solar installers. These installers doesn't install on time, they scam people. So there's a lot of misconceptions, as well as much conflictions and controversies going on between solar reps as well as installers. So that's why, again, like you did research on the stage, you have to do the research in terms of finding trustable installers which you can trust, right? And to find someone who can you can trust, you have to look for references, right? So for an example, let's say you sell in Colorado, right? So you have to like reach out to different people who are already in solar. Ask them like who are the installer, right? So ask them, reach out to those installer, do your due diligence, research, know your red line, like how much you're going to get profit once you pay the installer, right? Know your numbers, know your margin in the end. And let's suppose you get more sales, right, for the installer. So ask them like, if I get you like, let's say, 10 sales a week, like, is there bulk incentive, like will you give me this more discount or something like that, right? And ask them like which areas do they install like more faster, more quickly. Because if you can get like installs done within a week or two, then the job would be much easier for you in terms of like with communicating with the homeowner as well as the installer, because you want as a solar rep to get things done, whether it's installation, whether getting paid, and whether communicating with the homeowner, right? So the second is like don't hire anyone. Do your due diligence, right? Look for references and only work with genuine people who are in the business for actually benefiting homeowners, right? And don't fall for like there's another quote like solar sell for itself. Of course solar sell for itself, like because once homeowner get to know like yeah, they can reduce their electricity bill from like 20 to 30 to let's say 40% every month, then then of course it sells for itself. But guys, like you all also know for yourself, like as a solar rep, your main work, your main duty is to convince homeowners to go solar, right? like like you cannot just go randomly to a homeowner and just say like I help homeowners go solar and it's not sold, it's not pre-sold. You have to convince them somehow. You have to handle the objections, and for that you have to be good at selling solar. You just have to be good at selling people, right? So for that you have to learn sales, and as you're starting out, so of course it would be difficult for you to just directly go all in and start selling solar. So that's why you have to like learn different stuff out, and just try to like learn everything possible around you and start implementing in your business, right? So this was my second point, finding a trustable installer and learning how to sell solar, right? The last one, guys, this is the most important one, and that's why I've like listed this to the very last. So the last one is like, guys, you should be having good leads and sources. So if you're someone new who are just starting out, your first priority right now is selling your first sale, getting that first initial commission, first initial check to your bank account. And of course like for me it was also the same to close my first solar sale from India virtually. Of course guys, it happened, like I already closed my first sale, so it's already happening. But yeah, if you're someone new, your first priority is to close your first sale, of course, right? So how you can do that? So guys, like if you're just starting out, your entire sales pipeline is just completely empty. You just have started out, right? Your like the first thing which came to your mind is like, let's reach out to my friends, my neighbors, relatives, families, and who knows, from someone they can go solar, right? So that's your first thought which came to your mind, right? But now guys, like if you are selling solar for a long term basis, you have this long term vision in your mind, you have to lay down a system, a process which can generate leads passively. And of course I'm talking about paid ads, as well as you can hire different sales rep who can just go door knocking for you, do door knocking for you, right? And you can also ask for references. You can set up a system which generate leads organically, right? And like Facebook groups, posting on LinkedIn, posting on Facebook, shooting YouTube videos, reels. There are a bunch of stuff, like, right, which you can just do organically too if you don't have money to spend. So another thing I want to mention is like, if you have money, just trade it for not spending much of your time, right? If you don't have money, then you have to trade your own time to knock doors, to reach out to different people and close a first sale. If you have time, set up a lead generation source, whether it's Facebook ads, YouTube ads. And if I were you at this point, I have good capital, right? And that's why I'm just investing as much as possible in terms of lead generation, whether it's Facebook ads, YouTube ads. I just cannot disclose. So I'm literally spending, diversifying my lead generation sources. And guess what, guys, I'm getting like different leads from different sources. I have this appointment setter which I have personally hired for myself, and he just call the leads, do the live transfers, set the appointments. I go to the Zoom appointment with my partner and close the sale. Simple as that. And this is exactly what you can say is a system and process which I personally laid down for me. So guys, it's kind of very much interesting, intriguing. Like I'm sitting here in India, running an agency, helping solar companies as well as selling solar. So guys, like it's very awesome, good feeling, like I'm like literally doing what I say, right? So it's um my mouth is where I like, there's like statement something like that, but I forgot that statement. So the point is, if you're someone new, you have to set up different leads and sources, right? So I guess guys, that's it. This was the complete video, the 3 points which I wanted to mention for you guys. So I hope you close your first initial sales very very soon. because when you just start out in something new, closing your first sale, closing a first client is the best feeling ever. But you have to wait for that. You have to have some patience, and you just close your like first initial sales in no time, right? Just be consistent and persistent, and you're pretty much almost there, right? So guys, this was the entire video. Hope you liked it. Drop your feedback. Do subscribe the channel if you like my videos. And yeah guys, I'll be back with few more videos. And yeah guys, I'm looking forward to talking to you very soon.